It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and Walkabout Wednesday. It is the day before Thanksgiving, so it isn't. It's 2 days before Thanksgiving. When I'm not working, it's a blur. It could be any day. It could be a day before Christmas, for all I know. It's Tuesday, so it's 2 days before Thanksgiving, yeah. So I hope you all are ready for Turkey Day. Here in San Diego, it is, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing mid-70s right now. Oh my gosh, the weather is stunning. I've got the 2 of the 3 succulent babies with me. Daddy Greg and I are watching the kids for a few days. And it's such a treat to have them out here puttering around in the garden. And the garden looks spectacular. I honestly, guys, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. Over the course of the big water event that we had a rain event while we were up at the ranch. My xeriscape, which are all these cactus and euphorbia in here, look good. I don't water these, but they do get some runoff from the eaves. So I was concerned that they might rot, but I haven't had any rotting. This Petalanthus bracteatus, the cuttings that I got from the Gleasons back in the, hot months, and I thought these are just going to be sticks until next summer. I'm just blown away at how not only did these not lose all their leaves ever, they've stayed in flower, and I've even got new growth coming on some of them. And it's always been my understanding that Petalanthus bracteatus is a really slow rooting plant. So it has defied all of my wildest expectations. I've got my little agave white rhino that was gifted to me by one Al Klein of Botanic Wonders. My new little pride and joy. And at Roberts at Planter Paradise, I got a variegated string of pearls, which is something I've never had before. I've worked with the regular, but never the variegate. And he's got a few left, guys. Remember, he is closed today, but he's open again tomorrow, Wednesday through Sunday from 10 to 5. And when I was there on Sunday, he had about 10 of these left, and they're $5. So half off on all the plants, half off on a lot of pots. I'm going to be working on my out front here sometime within the next few days or this weekend. Then we break ground, of course, on Monday in Del Mar Highlands. But yeah, wow. I was out here when we got back from the ranch. I know, I spent a couple hours just, picking up pine needles and detritus. This actually was a bloom from this Echeveria, and it broke off and I stuck it in the ground. This was a long time ago. Let's see. Yeah, see, no, I didn't really expect it to root.
But there's a baby.
But see how what happened here is it rotted, died off here. And I don't know if it somehow, I don't even understand. I don't understand how that is still alive. Look at that. How is that even possible? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Look at that green, beautiful, healthy tissue right there. Tiny little baby plant. So see, this is something that could definitely keep me busy for at least 20 minutes, is just completely tidying, getting every single little piece of detritus out of this cave. It's just so rewarding. I love my mini garden, you guys, because it's so doable. I can spend an hour out here and really make a difference. I just stick this wherever I want it. I'm going to put it back right here. Soften that soil up and just stick it there, and we're just going to watch and see what happens, right? So pretty. And my milii are just happy, happy, happy. Remember, they were so upset with me back in the summer. They look so incredibly good. This little aloe, I just stuck it in the hole in this pot rock. Look what it's doing. Look at all those roots. As long as this thing is happy, I'm not going to worry about it. I love it like that. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Just sitting there like that. Then all of my little sedums that I planted are starting to, they are starting to grow. The garden is 3 months old, if you can believe it. And I am starting to see a little bit of growth. For me, it's kind of like watching the pot, waiting for it to boil. It's not growing fast enough, but after being gone for a couple weeks, I can see that it really is starting to take off. I can see growth on all of my mangaves. As I said, all my sedums are really happy. I've got this little cluster of a chino cactus.
It's going great over here, Griffin.
Oh, going
Can
good.
you wave?
How are you doing?
Wave.
Where are you? I don't see you. Ah, Quinny's inside. And Griffin's in my egg chair. Perfect. And look at my limes. Thank you guys, everybody, for your suggestions on recipes and stuff. I tell you what, I'm working out a deal with a neighbor who has Satsuma mandarins to do a trade. She's got about as many mandarins on her tree as I have limes on mine. So we're gonna do a little bit of a swap too. I love those Satsuma mandarin. Then, yeah, I mean this is silver fox, and you can see silver fox is throwing off some babies. That's a really nice one right there. Really, really excited for that. And my little aloe ferox. I watch this every day from inside the house. I'm not sure what, that's the beauty of the ferox. We don't know, what they're crossed with and what they're going to do. Don't see any evidence of bloom yet, but it'll be interesting to see it when it does it. Also, update, Bentley the succulent dog has been granted access to Mommy Laura's garden because he is being a really, really good boy and not hiking his leg out here or giving me any reason to doubt his sincerity. So he gets to come out now and enjoy the garden and get some good old sunshine, huh, buddy? Yeah, that's pretty exciting news. This concerns me a little bit, my Aeonium sunburst crest, because it just looks terrible and it should be perking up. See how leathery and dull the leaves are? That tells me, because of the time of year and all of the air roots that it has been throwing off, that it might be a little water stressed. So I went ahead and applied, probably, I just turned the hose on it, but probably the equivalent of a gallon or so of water on that.
Yeah, like this side. Looks way better.
Yeah. That's actually just a cutting too, isn't it? Remember, I accidentally cracked a piece off and I just stuck it here. I think this is...
It's pretty happy.
No, this is... Okay. Well, whatever piece it was, it's rooted because it is in there now. That's really, really funny. All right. So, yeah, right, buddy? And our little Cynthia Giddy aloe that I wanted to turn orange is starting to turn green. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Dang it. Oh, my goodness. It is really in there, guys.
And she cut from the top. Oh, there you go.
Look at all that root. Bad aloe. I'm not going to take all of it, but I'm going to take some of it. I don't want it to root. I don't want it to root and turn green. I want it to stay red. So I keep torturing it.
These are fat.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And my Echeveria Blue Atoll. A beautiful plant that I hadn't been able to find for a really long time, that Waterwise Botanicals was just... had them in droves in 1 gallons, and I planted them all over the garden, and then it got hot and they all started to shrivel, and I was really panicked. Didn't lose a single one though, and they are in there just in the height of their glory right now. Are your crassulas getting ready to bloom? Mine are. Little star flowers that'll get... This is an Argentea sunset, so I'm looking forward to it turning a lot more yellow as the nighttime temperatures drop. Also, our Echeveria Harmsii are getting ready to bloom, aren't they? This is the velvet slippers. It's one of my favorite succulents. Just got to watch out on your blooms for aphids. If you see aphids, hit them with some insecticidal soap or something. Yeah, look at Griffin's little feet over there. He's just chilling. He is being such a good boy. My kaleidoscope, Mangave kaleidoscopes. Also, I'm being super patient because I feel like they should be throwing off more color than that. So let me know if you have any suggestions. And also watch out with your Euphorbia trigonas. This time of year, watch out for mealy and scale. Remember, this plant is so dense that it's really easy for these infestations to pop up and you not see it. So look for little white spots on your trigonas. I'm always checking my plants out, and I also hit this hard with the spray nozzle, not to water, but just to knock off anything that might be brewing inside. Because when the scale gets on your plant, you can see right here evidence of scale from, a long time ago before I got it. It leaves scars, and it's just not very cute. This is one of my favorite little areas of the garden right here. How it's just knit together so beautifully. Look at that. And look at these blooms. This is so amazing. Mother Nature is our partner in the garden, isn't she? Because we can do our thing, but she's the one that really, really makes it beautiful as these plants knit together. I couldn't have designed it this way. It just happens. Also happy to report that the attenuata variegata is getting ready to throw off another new leaf. Look at that. Any day now, right? And the more new leaves it throws off, the less that devastation is going to show, which makes me very, very happy. Happy. And of course, I lost, this is my Hectia, which is the what is that? The Terranian bromeliad. Yes, it's a bromeliad that actually grows in the ground and has roots, and I love that color. Terrestrial, yes. And of course, I lost one of my pearls because dummy me didn't put holes in this before I stuck it in the ground. We'll see how this goes. I might take the whole thing out, drill. It's just really fragile. I'm afraid if I drill it, it's going to break. So we'll see.
Tipping it up more, though.
Yeah, it's like tip it up, or I might just put something else in there that isn't going to rot if it gets too wet. This Pachypodium lemurei crest. Oh my gosh, Hannah and I were commenting together today how this has grown and got even gnarlier and weirder. And I'm so excited and hopeful that when it blooms, the flowers will come all out along the crested area.
Look at your little blooms.
Aw, the little Athona capensis. Look at the little flower. It's so sweet. It looks like Griffin and I missed a deadheading opportunity.
Griffin.
Hey, Griffin.
Deadhead?
I see a flower that we missed. Look out, Bentley. Here, buddy.
I'm on this side.
Okay. You want to hop right up here?
Yeah.
Okay, let me hold the clippers while you get up here. Good job. Come on over here. Good boy. We don't want to step here, do we?
No.
Right. But see, here's the plant that needs cut. Can you reach? I gotcha. Nice work. And right there, let me get a little closer. It's like having an extension of my arms.
Nice cut, Griff.
Good job.
You can. Why don't you try to yank them out? Oh,
there you go.
It is.
And then that one right there.
Yank.
You yanked it all right. That's okay. These clippers are super dull because obviously I don't want to give them sharp scissors. And these are tough, aren't they? You might want to give that one more try. Go, Griff, go. Okay, now you can yank it. There, we got it. Hey!
Blowing the leaves away for us.
But look it, they forget or leave all of this. Oh well. I guess they're getting as close as they can with that big piece of equipment. At least he's being thoughtful not to blow them into the yard. It could be a lot worse. Yay, Griffin Thomas Short. Ugh. There you go, buddy. Thank you for your help. I appreciate that so much. Okay. Oh, Bentley, you're really enjoying your new freedom, aren't you? Ever since we came back from the ranch, he has been my shadow. He will not let me out of his sight. Oh, look at the Vera Higgins hand. Look at that. That is stunning. Oh my gosh, this whole thing. And all my mangaves. I don't know why I planted an undulata right here in the front. I guess I'll just plan on keep cutting it, right?
Party over here.
It is a party. And I was up, here we go again with the guy. Blow those leaves. Aw. And then this, anybody know, please let me know in the comments if you know what variety, David Hodgson, if you're watching this video, what variety this aloe is. It's getting ready to throw off flowers, and I'm pretty excited about that. I was telling Hannah that this little Euphorbia millii variegata next to Griffin,
In front of you, Griffin?
this plant right here,
Yeah, right there.
is happier here than it ever was in the Chula Vista garden. It looks amazing. So amazing. All right, moving on around. See what we can see. Got Grandy's broom. The Pisani eye, look at that. Happy, happy, happy camper. It's gonna get cold and it's gonna lose all its leaves.
Here he comes again.
Sad day. And of course, the elephant in the room, for those that have missed the last couple videos, the Pachypodium gayi rotted from the top. And Hannah and I did an experiment where we kept cutting down looking for clean tissue, and we never did find any. I mean, it's just mushy, mushy, mushy. So I went as far as I was prepared to go, and I'm going to kind of benignly look for a replacement plant. It doesn't have to be another gayi, but I do like, you know, the more phalluses in the garden, the better. And this little arrangement that I made that is just my favorite vignette in the whole garden. There is not a rare or unusual plant in that mix, but the combination of plant material and rock in the little, this is a little kind of a vintage pot that I got from my mom's years and years and years ago, and I've got the little Ming Thing cactus in it. But yeah, there's nothing rare. I took a flagstone and stood it on its end there. I don't know, that just makes me happy. I love that little vignette.
Again?
He's coming again. I'm glad I have my mic so you don't get so much of that background noise, guys. Hannah commented that the Euphorbia trigona is doing a little twisty-turny thing, which is very, very cool. I'm here for that. And unlike the Cynthia Giddy that keeps throwing off roots like a crazy, crazy plant, my little Cameroni cutting isn't as quick to root, and it is staying a very, very lovely shade of red. So I haven't had to mess with that. I was really concerned before we left Chula Vista that my Victoria Reginae compacta, I thought it might be getting ready to bloom. I don't even want to say it out loud, but I don't think so. It doesn't look like it's elongating, because sometimes the crown of the plant will get a little leggy when it's gonna throw off a death bloom. But yeah, I'm not feeling like that's happening. And remember when we moved here to Vista, this funny little spiral cactus didn't get placed in the same exposure, so my spiral started going the other way, and I was like, oh no, but it's okay, because this right here, this is when we moved to Vista, and then this is all the new growth over the last 3 months. So it's kind of fun to be able to track that. I'm here for it. And Ursula, my beautiful undersea octopus, is also thriving there under the eaves. This pot, I couldn't ask for more. I mean, really, honestly, this is, oh gosh, all so gorgeous. All so gorgeous. Look at my lemons, guys. So before we left to go up to the ranch, so about a month ago, 3 weeks, a month ago, I fed this pretty heavily, watered it in really good, and hoped for the best. We had some issues with, you can see this yellow leaf curling, and y'all thought that that might have been from, you know, irregular watering or not enough water, because I'm still not really sure about watering with, I mean, I know how to water succulents, but this is a little more exacting. So I've been doing some experimenting, waiting till it starts to get a little bit limp, and then watering it really heavily. Also, I still have freesia in this pot, which I have tried like the dickens to get these freesia out for years, and they keep coming back. So that's kind of competitive. But look at my lemons. The lemons. There's so many of them, and they look delicious, and they're big and beautiful and almost ready to eat. So happy with that. And then last but not least, the grapefruit pot. When we moved 3 months ago, all of those graptos in there were sunburnt and gross, and the trees half, 3/4 dead, and I was really tempted to just pitch the whole mess. But I thought, no, I'm going to give it a whirl, and I've left it alone, and I'm really, really happy with this growth and the comeback of the graptos. Then the grapefruit started to make a comeback, and then the leaf miners got it. So because it isn't setting, there's no blossom, there's no fruit, I went ahead and hit it with systemic to get rid of the leaf miner. And so my new leaves are nice and shiny and pretty. This is an Oro Blanco grapefruit, and delicious fruit, and I just really want to preserve it. Here's another mystery plant for all of my brain trust out there. I got this at Waterwise. They didn't know what it was either. It's just a one-off. Any thoughts? Anybody? I just thought it was neat.
That's a poopy plant.
It's Hannah says it's a poopy plant. I have no idea why you think it's poopy, Hannah, but so yeah, I don't know what that is, but I would love to know. And yeah, so you know, that's the walkabout today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Those of you that are living in freezing areas, I hope you will enjoy living vicariously through us with our beautiful, beautiful sunshine. Have a fantastic holiday, and I will see you next time. This has been Laura and Bentley the succulent dog and the succulent grands and Hannah reporting from my backyard garden and vista with your Walkabout Wednesday and succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.